Hot Rod Land, it's Phil with Carcraft Classics once again, here to show off one of our new pieces of inventory. Got a gorgeous 1964 Oldsmobile Cutlass Convertible. This thing is awesome and runs like a dream. Fires right up, throttle response is good, brakes are good. This thing, it is ready to be enjoyed. And what a time of year for a beautiful convertible. Before we get started with the details on that car, for those of you watching one of my videos for the first time, this is Carcraft Classics. We're located at 321 Canton Road here in Cumming, Georgia, about 30 miles north of Atlanta. Number for the shop is 470-239-4977. My cell is 770-317-1415. I can be reached via email at carcraftclassics@gmail.com. And please don't forget to visit us on the web at carcraftclassics.com. There'll be 55 plus pictures of this car in addition to this video up on the website. And please, if you would, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. That really helps small business owners like myself get ahead, so I'd appreciate that. This car is gorgeous from top to bottom. Speaking of which, I will put the top up in a little bit so you can see it. It's stark white to match the interior. It's a similar color combo to the GTO we had not too long ago. Kind of a burgundy exterior with the white or parchment interior. Real quick on the history of these Oldsmobile Cutlass cars. I said Chevelle because in 64, well, let me back up a minute. I believe they started in 61, but in 64 they underwent quite a few changes. It used to be a unibody car, meaning that it had a frame in the front and a frame in the rear, but it was connected through the body. The frame did not span the entire car front to back. That's cars like the Mustang and the Camaro and the Nova. They were unibody cars. And this one started that way. But in 64, when GM came out with the Chevelle, that car had a full perimeter frame. And they changed it for this car. So this car sits on the same chassis, the same frame as the 64 first year Chevelle. Okay, so it's the first year for body on frame, they call it. They also extended the wheelbase from the prior year from I think 115 inches to 120, which really made it ride really, really well. Because, you know, this car was not created to be a hot rod. It was, you know, let's call it the poor man's Cadillac. You know, it was a luxury edition for Oldsmobile. And boy, they did a great job. This car goes down the road really, really nicely. And speaking of hot rods, this was the first year for the 442. This is not a 442. This is an F85 convertible. In 64, they made a club coupe, they made a holiday coupe, and they made this convertible. So this was top of the line for the F85 Cutlass for that year. We're real proud to have one. This one is in such great shape. The paint quality, it's got the matching wheels, as you can see. Where do we start? Let's take a look here. We're going to look in the jewelry box here. Every Cutlass in 1964 came with this motor, and this also was an upgrade for 64. This is the 330 cubic inch V8 motor. It's got the proper gold valve covers on it. Gold water pump here. Let's see if I can give you a peek at that down there. And there's been a lot of custom upgrades on this car over the years. As you can see, it has a new aluminum intake, an Edelbrock aluminum intake. And I presume the reason that they put that on there, you can see even the bolts are all brand new, so it's a fairly new upgrade. I presume the reason they did that is why most people do it. They do it for power. This car most likely was born with a 2-barrel carburetor, but with that new intake manifold, they've got an Edelbrock 4-barrel under there. As you can see, hopefully, my camera skills aren't great, but hopefully you can see that under there. And the car's definitely peppy. Definitely has power. Another upgrade is, you can see the dual master cylinders brand new, along with the booster, so it does have power brakes, which work great. Also has power steering. And this 330 cubic inch V8 is connected to an ST300 transmission, something that you don't hear about every day, but I think it was like a Buick, Oldsmobile, and possibly one other manufacturer used that transmission. It was the 2-speed of the day for those manufacturers, and it shifts like a dream. The car just really, I can't say enough about how smoothly and comfortably this thing goes down the road. Fires right up, good throttle response like I said, but really they did a nice job cleaning up this engine compartment. I'm really proud of it. And here we go, you can see they put a nice little under hood insulation pad and the nice Edelbrock air cleaner with a fresh filter. And we'll fire it up here in just a moment and let you hear it. I don't know for a fact that this is the factory color, but if you look around inside under the hood and inside the fenders, there are no tape lines. I don't see any evidence of any other color. So I presume that this is the factory color, this burgundy or this maroon that you see. And it looks to be somewhere between 4 and 5 years old. I just say that based on the quality of the paint, the number of scratches I see. It doesn't look like a brand new paint job, but boy, it doesn't look like one that has many miles on it. I'll try to give you a nice close-up here. I know there's a reflection of the clouds, but the car is pin straight. Like most of the vehicles we have here, it doesn't seem to have any kind of body or any kind of bubbling or any kind of paint flaking off or any issues to address. Just gotta love those Cutlass wheels though. Remember, they had those for a long time. I believe those are 15-inch. Oh no, those are 14s. Looks like P2 15, 70, 14s all the way around. Nice new rubber. Like I said, it does have power brakes and power steering. No air. It looks like it was born with air, but somewhere along the line, when they serviced that 330 cubic inch V8, someone took the AC off. We may be able to help with that. If you want air, most people with convertibles don't. You know, it's a rare option for convertibles, especially back in the day. So most people won't want that. But we can possibly put that on there. Super straight. Look at that paint quality. It's definitely a metallic color. Not sure if you can pick that up on the video, but it definitely has the metal specks in the paint. Shines in the sun. I'm a big car guy, you know. I'm a Cadillac guy at heart. I love the C10s. I love the muscle cars. But I'm a big car guy at heart, like I said, and this is just right up my alley. Absolutely love this thing. Bucket seats, middle console. Got like the little Hurst shifter style shifter knob in it. So it's definitely kind of like a hybrid between an old muscle car. It's got the old Chevelle or GTO look to it, but it's also got the luxury. It's got this beautiful parchment or off-white color interior that's in excellent, excellent shape. We'll get to that in just a minute. The dash, as you guys have heard me say, the glass over the Speedo is not all clouded up. One of my pet peeves. I think maybe that one panel in there, the black panel that's got the controls for the AC, the heat, the ignition, that could probably use to be taken off and reshot in black. This interior is too nice to have that. That upgrade I would suggest. It's got a nice new retro sound stereo we'll play for you in a minute, but before we get in too much more on the interior, let me show you the trunk. It's got plenty of room back here. It's got an old spare to match. It's got the correct little mat in the trunk. And here we go. You can see trunk floor, nice and solid. It's been painted in the factory black color. I don't see any rust or rot anywhere. Quarter panels appear to be original and in great shape. Get to this corner over here. Let me get this tire out of the way. You can see that quarter panel as well is in great shape. Some new wiring there. Wheel well's in great shape. Got the old original jack. Got some additional extra parts right there. Again, it appears to be, when you look around the car, It appears to be the original color because I don't see any tape lines, and you can see the interior panels here, the back side of the quarters and everything, they have not been painted and they're in the same color. So again, I presume this is the factory color that's been reshot within the last 3 to 5 years. It's the underside of the trunk lid, which also has the old instructions for the jack. Old time capsule here. But just the profile in this car, just awesome. Something you don't see every day. If you had an Oldsmobile when you were a kid, or mom and dad did, here's your opportunity to relive some of those memories. If you're looking for something that's in the affordable price range, that's turnkey, that looks beautiful just the way it is ready to roll and enjoy, pull that top down and enjoy it with your friends, this is the car for you. I'm not going to crawl around on the ground, but the underside is very clean. Floor pans appear to be fine, as well as I just showed you the trunk pan. I will, on the website, as you've heard me say before in my videos, I will take 55 plus pictures, including pictures of the interior, the exterior, the undercarriage, and the engine compartment. All without shadows, which I know you see a little bit when we do these walk around videos, but those will not, we'll make sure those pictures are nice and clear and shadow free. So again, you got the V8 connected to the ST300, aka the Jetaway, they called it, 2-speed automatic transmission. Car shifts and drives like a dream. And again, you've heard me say it before, turnkey, ready to roll, whatever phrase you want to put on it. This is one of those. Again, it needs no paint work, it needs no body work, it needs no work, period. Mechanically, it fires right up. This thing is in excellent shape. Got a little, my detailer left a little wax over here. Just detailed it out yesterday. Look at the nice fitment of that rear bumper too. You know, car guys and gals out there notice things like that. Nice and tight fitment, following the body line. The full body side molding. Little rocker panel molding is in great shape. Check it out. Cutlass F85, baby. Again, not something you see at every car show. It's kind of a nice thing to roll in with something new. Again, she sits on the same frame or chassis that the 64 Chevelle, and probably the 65 as well, sat on. So tried and true, proven. And look at that grille, man. I love that. The dual headlights set up side by side with the F85 emblem in the middle. Check that out. That's a bad boy right there. I love it. Bumpers and the rest of the trim and the bright work all in pretty good shape here. I don't see any pitting at all. Let's give you a good look at it. Lights work, stereo works. As I mentioned, the paint's in great shape. A little header, bright work or chrome going across the top is in great shape as well. Windshield is blemish free. It's just got that look. Let's go to the beach. I should buy this one for myself. Who knows, maybe I will. Love the color combo too. Nice contrast between that white and the burgundy. And if you got any age on you like I do, I'm 52. You remember those Cutlass wheels, boy, they used them. I think the Cutlass ran from 61 to 99. And half of them had those wheels on them. So they scream Cutlass. That's kind of cool. And this is one of the early ones, of course, but let's get in the interior now. I can stop drooling and you can stop hearing me babble about the exterior. Now I'll babble about the interior. We really got in here. One of my new detailers did this car yesterday, as I mentioned, Francisco, and he did a fabulous job. And the door panels and the seats were quite dirty. You know, the car, you could tell it had been sitting, but really rust-free. I mean, even look at the bottom of the doors. Like those corners are always a dead, you know, a telltale sign. If, you know, it's full of Bondo, it'll be there. And you can see it's just the factory seams. All the metal is in great shape, the rockers. But Francisco did a great job of cleaning. It really brought out these door panels. You can see how nice they are. I mean, they're like completely blemish free. The carpet at the bottom appears to be new. The carpet in the car has got to be new. It just is in too good a shape. Here, I'll give you a peek at the rockers. Like I said, she's got the bucket seat set up with the middle console. Super awesome setup. Cross between a muscle car and it's just unbelievable, the condition of this car. And anybody would be proud to put this one in their garage. Back seats, like usual, is in great shape. Back seats are rarely all torn up just because it's rare you have somebody back there. But this one's no exception, in great shape. Sun visors are there. As I mentioned, that header, which can get messed up over time with the convertible going up and down. This one's in great shape. Let's see here. Let me show you the dash. First, I'll show you the nice emblem on the steering wheel. Oldsmobile F85, baby. All right. So as you can see, it's got that vent over there. So again, as I mentioned, it was a factory air car, so it shouldn't be too much to get air put back in here. Dash is in great shape. Miles show 70,413. I'm not sure if that's original or if it's 170, but I know this thing runs or starts and runs like it's got 70,000 miles. Gauges seem to work, including the gas gauge. It's got that little mini glove box over there. Dash pad is not cracked, beat up. It's in excellent shape. Look at this cool factory tack down here. That's cool. That is cool. Again, kick panels, carpet, they look new. Interior looks to be original, just super, super clean. That door panel is just like the driver's side. Let's fire this sucker up. No pumps on the gas. Probably the best running vehicle I've got. And then again, it's got this retro sound stereo system in it. It's not original, thank goodness, because it probably wouldn't work. But this one does.
Langford Parkway up in the Midtown. This report brought to you by Domino's.
Let's see if we can find some tunes. Oh boy, nothing really. Not exactly the rock and roll I was looking for, but I do like Smashing Pumpkins. I was looking for some classic rock and roll.
At Next Insurance, we've streamlined business.
But instead, we got commercial, so we'll turn that off and give it a quick walk around, let you hear it. Tail end is so cool. That tail panel, that Oldsmobile. Space age look, man. Just like all the cars had back then. Super pin straight. Doesn't have a crazy choppy idle. It's no hot rod. But again, reliable, dependable, ready to go when you are. Look at that convertible. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the top up real quick so you guys can all get a look at how she looks with the top up before I stop this video. Just give you that one last look. So just bear with me a minute. I'll be right back. All right. So there she is in all her glory. Top up. Definitely got that GTO look, or 64 or 5 Chevelle. That long deck lid in the back. Awesome looking car. Kind of reminds me of the Impala a little bit too. But you know what? Probably be the only one at the show with a pin straight, beautiful 64 Olds convertible. How about that for a change? Standing out in the crowd. Okay, so as you've all heard me say before, we can help with financing. We don't do that in-house, but our preferred lender, JJ Best, takes great care of our customers. Competitive rates and terms. Pretty simple process. And get you approved right over the phone. So financing is available. And so is professional delivery. We can help with light customization. So just let me know what you need. Again, my number is 770-317-1415. My name is Phil. Just give me a holler if you have a question or you want to schedule a test drive. I'd be glad to chat with you and answer whatever questions you have. And let's get down to the brass tacks. So the asking price on this vehicle is $29,500. Turnkey, fresher paint, good rubber, working brakes, power convertible top, white interior, burgundy exterior. Needs nothing. Detailed engine compartment, new intake manifold, power brakes, power steering. You've heard me say it all. $29,500 is our asking price. Feel free to give me a holler if you want to make an offer. Give you one more peek on the interior. And I know everybody's real busy, so I want to sincerely thank you for watching my video. As I said before, please, if you have a second, click on the thumbs up. Listen to that door close. That's the way a car's supposed to sound. But yeah, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Really helps small business owners like myself. And if you're interested in the car, please give me a holler. Thank you very much. Be safe. And God bless America.